I would do it myself, but my website's actually not working. I'm not capping. I have $5, guys. I just don't have it on me right now. Why isn't this working? Oh. Alright, someone did it? Who did it? Deuce-Joy did it. Well, thank you, Deuce-Joy, for gifting a sub to someone who complimented me.
What now?
Well, looks like this system is gonna take some getting used to.
Fine. How's this, huh? Good morning.
What's wrong? Did you get hurt?
Oh, this? Kind of. I had a little fight with my wife, and it's just that my daughter's still young, and I'm hardly ever at home as it is, so...
Ah, yes. It's probably best if you sleep at home.
Well, you're gonna be missing out. The rooms in this place are amazing. If I were you, I'd just move the whole family in here.
Yeah. That's easy for you to say as a bachelor. Where are they?
Oh, they're on a date. Last we checked, all of them were up in Misa's room.
Surveillance cameras, huh? Well, since we know Misa has some connection to the second Kira, I guess it does make sense. But for God's sake, Matsuda, would you stop with this Misa crap?
Yeah, sure.
Man, this has got to be the lamest date I've ever been on.
No, please, just pretend I'm not even here, okay? By the way, are you gonna eat that piece of cake?
Cake makes you fat. I'm not gonna eat any.
Actually, I found that you don't gain any weight as long as you burn calories by using your brain.
So now you're calling calling me stupid? Fine then. I'll give you the piece of cake as long as you agree to leave me and Light alone.
Even if I leave you two alone, I'm still gonna be watching on surveillance cameras, so it wouldn't make any difference.
You pervert! Could you stop it with your creepy hobby?
You can call me whatever you like. Last chance for cake.
Okay then. I'll just close the curtains and turn off the lights.
We have infrared cameras in here as well.
What's wrong with you? I thought moving here was supposed to help us catch Kira. But since we've been here, you don't seem all that motivated to me.
Not motivated. You're right. Actually, I'm depressed.
Depressed? What for?
Well, truthfully, all this time I thought that you were Kira, and my entire case hinged on that fact. I guess I just can't get past the fact that my deduction was wrong. Although having said that, I'm still suspicious of you. That's why we're wearing these. And we also know that Kira can control people's actions, which means it's highly likely that Kira was controlling your actions so that I would suspect you. If I assume both you and Misa were being controlled by him, then everything we've observed so far makes a lot more sense to me.
Recap, please. Okay, to sum it up, Light and Misa have been killing people using the Death Note. And Light is pulling a big brain play here by making himself forget about the existence of Death Note. I think if you tell like your Shinigami that, hey, make me forget about the Death Note, they can do that. So now Light and Misa don't know what a Death Note is. So it's part of their strategy to act innocent by being actually in an innocent mindset. Like they don't have to act or pretend, because in their head they've never heard of a Death Note, so they are behaving in a very genuine manner because they actually don't know what a Death Note is. And this is throwing the Detective L off because they're acting really, really innocent. It's like Among Us, where if you suspect someone initially for going to an area where a body was found, but then they start acting really innocent, you kind of get thrown off because your entire strategy is based around them being the imposter. So that's where we're at right now.
If that's what you think, Misa and I were both Kira during the time that we were being controlled, right?
Yes, I don't think I could have been wrong about that. The two of you are Kira. If what I'm thinking is correct, when your confinement began, you were Kira. I don't believe it's coincidence that as soon as you were imprisoned, all the killing was stopped. Until then, everything pointed to you being Kira. But after 2 weeks, criminals actually began dying again. Based on that evidence, I can only conclude that Kira's power passes between people.
That's an interesting idea, but if it's true, it'll be nearly impossible for us to catch Kira.
Yes, that's why I'm overwhelmed. Even if we catch someone under his control, they'll likely lose their powers and any memory of their crimes. So in the end, pursuing them becomes futile.
But at this point, we have no way of knowing if that's the case. Cheer up, would you?
Cheer up? No, I'm sorry, I can't. It's probably better if I just stop trying so hard. By chasing Kira so desperately, we're just putting our lives at risk for nothing. Yes, it's just a waste of time.
Ryuzaki.
Huh? Yeah, I know that really hurt.
That's enough. You don't feel like doing anything. Just because your genius deduction was wrong and I'm not Kira?
Fine, perhaps I phrased it the wrong way. I meant it would be pointless for us to make a move, so we shouldn't even bother.
If we don't chase Kira, he'll never be caught. Is that what you want? If you were just gonna give up, then why did you involve all those innocent people? And more importantly, what was the point of putting Misa and me behind bars?
I understand. But still, whatever the reason... An eye for an eye, my friend. is, I can say that Light Yagami is Kira, and Misa Amane is the second Kira, but it won't be enough to solve the case, and that's why I'm a little depressed. Is that so unreasonable?
Yes. Yes, it is. Besides, you should hear yourself. It's as if you won't be satisfied unless I am Kira.
I won't be satisfied unless you're Kira. Well, there may be some truth to that. In fact, now that you mention it, you're right. I think I wanted you to be Kira. As I said before, an eye for an eye. I'm a lot stronger than I look, you know.
We've got to call the room and stop them!
Huh? Yes?
Ryuzaki, I've got good news! Misa is #1 in Eton magazine's reader popularity poll!
Oh, I see.
And get this, she's gonna get a lead role in Nishinaka's next movie! What was that?
Matsuda's acting stupid again.
Well, that is his specialty.
I can hear you, you know.
Ryuzaki, I know you're not feeling up to it, but come over here for a second. Take a close look at this. It can't be coincidence. All of them were prominent Japanese businessmen, CEOs whose companies are leaders in their respective industries. In just over a month, they all died of heart attacks. As expected, there's been a general downturn in the market, with the exception of Yotsuba. In other words, their deaths have worked in Yotsuba's favor. Looking back, there have been 13 similar deaths, a general downturn in the market, with the exception...
Wait, this red line. How did they get access to my stock portfolio?
Exception of Yotsuba. In other words, their deaths have worked in Yotsuba's favor. Looking back, there have been 13 similar deaths in the past 3 months. Your thoughts? Based on this, I can only conclude that Kira is supporting Yotsuba.
It could be. But if what you're saying is true, we can assume that punishing criminals is not this Kira's real intent.
Right. Punishing criminals is a diversion for him. It obscures the fact that he's actually killing people for the benefit of his company. Are you feeling a bit more motivated now?
It's funny. This is starting to feel too easy. Look at all we've done, and no one suspects a thing.
Our stock continues to increase, but we've kept it below the radar.
Indeed. Everything appears to be proceeding according to plan.
That's true. However, there is one thing that has me concerned. Those 3 we had killed last week. Why did all of them die of heart attacks? I thought we agreed one would be accidental.
You're quite right, we did. The problem was that we named a specific location in Japan. You see, he wasn't even here when he died. I hear he and his mistress were in Italy at the time.
Makes sense. If our request is physically impossible, then...
Kira will kill that person using his default method, a heart attack.
It's just like I was saying last week. If you want it to look believable, request accidental death or disease, and Kira will always find the quickest way to make it happen.
Anyway, given Kira's history, the police are probably still focused on the dying criminals. Quite frankly, if someone was able to trace the deaths of these people back to us, then he'd have to be a god. Besides, we've taken precautions.
Oh. Hey, Chief! Oh, you too, Mogi. I've got some great news. This is amazing. I'm not even sure how he figured it out, but Light has a theory that Kira is somehow involved with the Yotsuba group. Can you believe it?
Yotsuba?
Yes.
That's probably it. Good work.
Huh?
We just spoke with the director, and it seems Kira has offered bribes to a number of politicians.
Kira made an offer. As long as the NPA agrees not to pursue him anymore, he won't lay a hand on any politicians.
So that's that. The police caved in to him.
Huh?
Mogi and I have already made up our minds on this. Aizawa, Matsuda, if you wish to continue working this case, you'll have to hand in your letter of resignation to the MPA, just as Mogi and I are going to do.
Like it or not, you cannot pursue Kira as a member of the police force anymore.
Hold on a second, Chief.
They made it quite clear. If you continue to work with Elle, you'll be fired. That's all there is to it.
So then, Chief, you're gonna...
In a few hours, I'm no longer going to be your chief. However, we all have our own lives, so think it over carefully.
That's true, Chief. Especially if you've got a family to support.
If you want my opinion, you'd be better off as police officers. I was alone when I started this case, and although I'm grateful to all of you for staying with me as long as you have, I know that I can do this by myself. I'll be sure to visit you at the department and bring you Kira's head as a reward for all that you've sacrificed.
Ryuzaki, as long as I'm alive, you won't be working alone. You have my word on that.
That's right. I'll have Light working with me until I catch Kira, so I won't be alone after all. But as I said, I think the rest of you should remain as police officers.
But when you first contacted us, you said that you would need the help of the police in order to solve this case.
That's because the police as an organization were still hoping to arrest Kira. They weren't bowing to him. Besides, with all due respect, there's a big difference between the help of 2 or 3 civilians and the police as an organization. As you said, the police have made their position clear. They don't want to catch Kira, so let's just leave it at that.
When voice actors talk as if they have food in their mouth, how do they do it? Because L talks a lot because he eats a lot of dessert. So in the voice recording booth, what did they put in their mouth? Is it actual food or is that like a thing they put in? Because you can't bring food into a professional voice recording booth, can you? And go like,
Well, I suppose what you're saying makes sense. If we're not police officers anymore, we
you
won't
have
be
to
of
also
much use
talk
to
in a way where you can't
However,
be heard.
We're all personally involved in this. All
So
of us have risked our
authenticity
lives
is
to
probably
catch
not
Kira.
that important.
Doesn't that give
You
us
still need to
the
be
right to
easily
decide
understood.
whether we stay here or return to the police force?
Good point. Then by all means, please make your decision.
But Chief, wait. If you quit your job with the police force, you'll
Or did
be
they put nothing in
unemployed.
there and you...
Even if we do catch Kira, what are you gonna do after that?
Like, did it sound like I was eating something?
I hadn't really
Oh
thought of
yeah,
it, but
this
I
cake was
suppose after we
gross.
catch Kira, I'll have to dust off my resume.
Count me in! I'm gonna quit the police and chase Kira too, Chief! And I still have my job as Misa's manager. Besides, if I stayed on as a police officer, I'd feel like a total loser.
Think before you open your mouth, Matsuda.
Is there any way I could still keep my job and help you in my spare time?
There isn't. If you remain a police officer, then please don't come back here.
But you know I won't leak any information.
I won't be sharing any of our information. You're free to pursue Kira on your own if you want to. But I don't think it's fair to your families to burden them by giving up your livelihood just to continue this. I can't see how that's a good idea.
It's as Ryuzaki says. No one here is going to blame you for quitting.
Yeah, right. We all understand why you've got to do this.
But the Chief has a family too.
Our situations are completely different.
Damn it. To leave now after all we've been through. I said I was prepared to die if that's what it took to catch him, and I meant it. What kind of friend would I be to Ukita if I quit now? I became a detective so I could catch the bad guys, not run away!
Ryuzaki, early on in the investigation, you specifically told me that if a task force member were to lose their job under any circumstances, I should make preparations to ensure that their family's financial future was secure. If you recall, a trust was set aside for that very purpose. I'm a little curious as to why you're withholding this information.
This is not the time or place, Watari.
I'm sorry.
No way! So all this time we had nothing to worry about? I can't believe you did that! There you go, Aizawa! Isn't that great news? Huh?
Ryuzaki, I assume that was some kind of test to determine how committed I was to this task force.
It's not like that, Aizawa. Ryuzaki's just not the type to say things directly. You should know that by now.
Yeah, that's right.
No. I was testing you. I wanted to see which one you would choose.
Ryuzaki.
Fine then. If I wasn't sure before, I am now.
But Aizawa...
Let's face it, I wasn't able to decide right away like you guys. I was leaning towards going back to the police.
Come on, Aizawa. Don't be so stubborn.
No, I quit. Now I know this for sure. I've always hated Ryuzaki. I hate him and his way of doing things.
That's too bad, because I like you, Aizawa.
I also hate the way you've always got to have the last word. You insult me, now you say something like that? That's it, I'm out of here.
Thank you for everything.
There's no way that guy's actually quitting. He sounded very tsundere.
I just found another one. A general manager of a bank, Yotsuba's biggest competitor. On September 7th, he slipped and fell on the front steps of his house and died. Instantly.
September the 7th was a Friday, wasn't it? After going over this again, I noticed something. All the deaths which are beneficial to Yotsuba are concentrated around the weekends.
Huh? On the weekends?
With the first few victims, the time of death appears to have been random. More recently, they all take place between Friday night and Saturday afternoon.
I'm amazed that you even noticed that, Chief.
Matsuda, I thought I told you to stop calling me Chief.
I'm sorry, but you'll always be the Chief to me.
This is a really important clue, Dad. Nice work.
Well, you know, I can't let myself fall behind you and Ryuzaki.
I actually hope Matsuda lived till the end. He seems like such a nice boy.
Is
kind of
Kira
stupid, but
from Yotsuba? Or is Kira simply using Yotsuba? I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll proceed under the assumption that this is Kira's doing. We will focus on Yotsuba.
This is all of the Yotsuba Group's employees. Here.
Thank you very much.
That's 300,000 people. How did he put this together so quickly? That's amazing, Mogi.
He's been incredibly efficient from the start.
Ryuzaki, please tell me, is there anything I can do to help with the investigation, besides the manager thing?
So you really want to be useful?
Yes!
Then could you get me another cup of coffee?
Uh-huh.
And for our guests over there as well.
Uh-huh. Who are they?
Hold on a sec. Who let them in?
Those two are the newest members of the task force.
My name's Iber. I'm a con man. How's it going?
I'm Weddy, and I'm a thief by trade.
A con man and a thief.
That's right. Iber is a lifelong con man. His unparalleled social skills allow him to befriend and gain the trust of any target. We'll use him for infiltration. As for Weddy, she's a thief who specializes in cracking high-end security systems. As proof of that, she was able to enter the building without setting off a single alarm.
You expect us to work with criminals?
Yes, that is correct. However, these two have never once been caught, so it's unlikely they'll be killed by Kira. Think of them as professionals of the underworld.
I understand. To investigate Yotsuba, we're gonna need the help of people like this. Let's all do our part and make this happen, okay?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Huh? Daddy?
Huh?
Daddy!
Yumi. Eriko.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at work right now? You need to tell me if you're planning to be home for dinner. I just went shopping and I only bought for me and Yumi.
You can eat my dinner and I'll have dessert instead.
Sorry. It was sort of a last-minute decision, but they just gave me some time off.
Huh? Is a time off a vacation, Daddy?
Yeah, that's right.
Yippee!
From now on, I can have a break every single week. Now I can go with you to the park. Maybe we can go to the zoo together. Or the amusement park.
What's What's wrong, Dad?
Ah, you don't have to go to the amusement park if you don't want
Mommy,
to.
why is Daddy crying?
Is he crying at the idea of spending time with his daughter? Does Death Note ever get another opening, or is it the same one through the entire thing?
Quiet, Matsuda. This is not the time to be fooling around. Knock it off.
Yes, sir.
This is the Kira investigation. Stop messing around.
Sorry, Aizawa.
Matsuda! I mean, please don't.
Matsuda?
After all, the last thing I want is to be dead weight.
Ryuzaki! Is there anything I can do to help with the investigation besides the manager thing?
Could you get me another cup of coffee?
I want to help too. I want to contribute to the case.
Oh no, it's a Matsuda episode.
I love you. So please, don't tell me you're going home now. Instead, say you'll stay by my side.
Mr. Director, I can't do this. I have a boyfriend. Can we cut the love scenes, please?
Wait! Where'd this come from all of a sudden?
Can't we just fake kiss or something?
What? You're kidding! You can't expect us to make a movie like that!
If I say no, then it's no, okay?
Come on!
The Yotsuba Group's main Tokyo office. And today is Friday.
All the deaths that are beneficial for Yotsuba are concentrated around the weekends. The last thing I want to be is dead weight.
Mogi's been incredibly efficient from the start.
Quiet, Matsuda. This is not the time to be fooling around.
Would you cut it out?
That is his specialty.
Then could you get me another cup of coffee?
Matsuda!
Matsu! Hello, Matsu, get over here!
I guess he had to run off somewhere.
Oh.
All right, for the time being, I want you to start going over this list here.
Yes, sir, right away.
Would I punish evildoers and criminals if I could kill by just seeing a name and face? Is that what I'd do if I had that sort of power? I mean, it's true that there are lots of people around that the world could frankly do without, but I don't think I'd become a murderer just to change the world. Surely I wouldn't do that. No, I'm thinking too hard about this. There's no way anyone could murder so many people and not have any memory of it.
What's wrong? You've been staring at me for the last 2 minutes. Wait, let me guess. You must be annoyed because I'm the only one eating cake at the moment, am I right?
No, that's not it.
Here.
Really, don't worry about it.
Ryuzaki,
Yes, what is it?
Detective Geraldo Coyle has just received a private request to investigate and reveal the identity of L.
Isn't Geraldo Coyle supposed to be the second greatest detective in the world, after L himself? Who on earth would send such a request?
The man who sought out Coyle's services is Masaiko Kida, the head of the Rights and Planning Department of the Yotsuba Group's headquarters in Tokyo.
So it is Yotsuba.
We know that Yotsuba must be linked to Kira. If they're trying to find out L's identity, it's probably because they want to kill him and need that information to do it.
This isn't good. We're already short-handed enough as it is, and now we have to worry about Coyle, too.
So wait. They're trying to get the second best detective in the world to find the best detective in the world so that the best detective in the world can find Kira. So the second best detective in the world is finding L, who's the best detective in the world, so that he can snitch on L. Why would the second best detective in the world take that case? Money?
It's quite alright. The detective known as Geraldo Coyle is me.
Oh.
It's quite simple, really. 3 of the greatest detectives in the world. L, Coyle, and Deneuve. They're all actually me. It's been my experience that people who try to find me usually fall for this. I'll give you this strawberry if you keep it a secret, okay?
I'm impressed as always, Ryuzaki.
Maybe I should leave while I still have a chance. No, then there would have been no point in coming here. Should I wait until everyone's gone and search their offices? I can't. I'd probably get caught doing that, and then... Maybe I should get out of here.
Not this again. I'm too tired.
Look on the bright side, at least it falls on the weekend. We never know how long these confidential meetings will go on for. Can you imagine if we did this on Mondays? That would be the worst start to the week.
Confidential meetings? All right! I made it this far. I'm gonna see it through.
All right. I just have to get close to him, right? Leave it to me.
And you want me to make sure that we're able to breach the security and override the surveillance cameras in the Yotsuba Group's head office? Is that all?
Yes. At this point, it's safe to assume that Kira and the Yotsuba Group are connected in some way. We're going to investigate Yotsuba to determine who holds Kira's power, and if there is more than one person who possesses this ability. We need a clear understanding quickly. We cannot let anyone from Yotsuba figure out that we are investigating them. Please realize that if they do notice, it means we won't be able to catch Kira.
Damn it! I can't hear them clearly. If only...
Thanks for getting me into Eton the other day. I already knocked it out. You're welcome, Netflix. Alright, take a screenshot. If Netflix ever sues me, tell them I got them at least one customer doing this.
Only I could hear just one thing. Something important. I just heard someone say kill. Kira! There it is! Kira, they said it! What's that? Let's have Kira get rid of him. I heard it! They really are working with him. I did it! This is huge!
Who the hell are you?
Please be sure not to act impulsively out of panic or haste, and don't take matters into your own hands.
Ryuzaki.
Yes, what is it?
I have just received an emergency signal from Matsuda's belt.
Where is he?
It seems that it's coming from within the head office of the Yotsuba Group.
Sorry to barge in like this. My name is Taro Matsui. I'm an agent with Yoshida Productions. I just dropped by to ask if your company would be interested in using our top multi-talented star, Misa Amane, as your new spokesperson.
Disregard everything I just said. We'll need to rethink our strategy.
You are about to pull mine. Your hand was on my power. 22, bro. It would be this one. Okay, don't pull it yet. Okay, I'm not pulling it. My roommate's bedroom is out of power, so we're gonna flip the breaker switch. Why is it just mine? If it flips the wrong one, that means my PC is gonna go out. I just want you guys to know that. I'm gonna go flip it now. Ideally, it doesn't affect my room.
Well, they said they were sending maintenance up if you want to wait.
Hello.
YOLO it? Are you sure?
Get up. My apologies. I had to fix her power.
Matsuda, you idiot.
I was fixing electrical.
Yoshida Productions. Taro Matsui. He doesn't have anything suspicious on him. I suppose that means he isn't a corporate spy.
Right, so please take Misa into consideration. These two are only acting as guards. The rest of them must be discussing how they'll get rid of me. Oh, there's no way out of this. I'm gonna be killed for sure. I wonder if the emergency signal got through. Never mind that. Even if it did, will Ryozaki come and save me? Oh no, what's gonna happen?
Go ahead. You can answer it. Don't say that you're here, though.
And hold it away from your ear. Make sure we can listen in on the conversation.
Okay. Hello?
Yo, Matsui.
Ryozaki. Oh.
It's me, Asahi. It's been a while, buddy.
Asahi, yeah, it's been a long time.
It doesn't sound like you're out right now. Don't tell me you're home already.
Yeah.
So, you by yourself?
Yeah, I'm by myself. What's up?
He's not with Misa Amane right now. Matsuda must be on his own. So, do you want to, go out drinking tonight?
Huh? Right now? Oh, sorry. I'll have to pass tonight.
Oh, what's the matter? Don't tell me your wallet is in trouble again.
In trouble? Yeah, that's right. Big troubles with money. You know me way too well.
Matsuda's saying he's in big trouble. Oh, that's too bad. Guess I'll drag you out some other time, all right? See ya, buddy.
Anyway, what do you think about contracting Misa? I think she'd be a great spokesperson for your company.
If you're gonna promote one of your clients, shouldn't you at least bring them with you?
Do you expect us to believe you're this girl's manager?
Well, to be honest, at the moment, she's filming a movie nearby. Once she's finished, I'll call her and get her over here. Then you can see why she'd make a great spokesperson. I have to keep stalling them somehow.
Misa's cell phone is on voicemail right now. I left her a message and told her to get back to me as soon as she can.
What are you planning to do, Ryozaki?
Well, we have to consider that if Matsuda dies, our suspicions about the Yotsuba group would be confirmed.
Oh, that's good.
Let's just watch the situation for the time being.
What should we do?
The main question is whether he heard anything.
If it's a possibility, no matter how small, we'll have to kill him.
I'm wondering if he really did come here just to promote his client. He could be an undercover cop.
No, that can't be it. The Japanese police have completely withdrawn support from the Kira case.
Look, it doesn't really matter who he is. We have no choice but to kill him.
If you kill him, that raises suspicion.
You know, now that I think about it, it might be good to have her as the face of our company.
Oh, exactly. Her shoot should be done soon, so please wait. She'll convince you.
I'm beat. I got a call from Light. He really does worry about me when I'm late.
Misa?
Right! I'm sorry I've been working so much. I'll be finished soon, okay?
Misa, you're not with Matsuda at the moment, are you?
Him? He's a total jerk. He just ran off and left me here. Oh. Hang on, I'm getting a call on my work phone. Oh, hey, it's from Matsu.
Misa's just received a call from Matsuda.
Tell her to hold her phone so that we can listen in as well.
Misa, when you're finished filming, come over to the Yotsuba Group head office. It's still tentative, but there's a chance you may be able to appear in Yotsuba's commercials. We're working it out now.
What? For real? You're amazing, Matsu, so that's what you've been up to all this time. Don't worry, we're wrapping up soon.
Great. It's just a short trip by taxi.
Listen to me, Light. There is a chance that we may be able to save Matsuda, but we won't be able to do it without Misa's help. She'll listen to you and do anything you say, won't she?
I'm Misa. My only rule is I don't do nudes, but swimsuits and lingerie are totally okay. It's really nice to meet you.
I gotta admit, she is really cute in person.
That's not exactly the main issue now, wouldn't you agree?
By the way, Matsu, since Yotsuba's a big catch, I got the okay from our office to have a special reception.
Reception?
Good evening. We're very pleased to meet you.
Tonight, I'll be entertaining you as our special guest, along with the girls from the agency.
Hey, is it just me, or is this getting weird?
Well, it can't be helped. Right now, we can't afford to leave Misa's manager alone for a second.
Let's just go with it. I'm gonna enjoy myself.
All right. Hard to go wrong with this.
Ryozaki and the others will be able to watch us from here. This is my way out.
I mean, I guess if I have to hang out with hot girls and drink.
Well. Misa's pretty good at this sort of thing.
Excuse me, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. Ryuzaki, are you watching this?
Yes?
Look, I'm really sorry that
That's not important right now.
Okay. Listen, the 8 men who came here were having a meeting to determine who they'd get Kira to kill for them.
Quiet.
I heard them say it clearly. There's no doubt they're behind this.
Yes.
How
that's
did they get a
probably
camera
true.
in the bathroom?
But if you did overhear them and they caught you, then they'll almost certainly be trying to kill you now.
I know. Do you think there's anything I can do to save myself?
Well, luckily you're still alive, so we may be able to save you. But for that to happen, you will have to die before they can kill you.
What?
I want you to listen to me very carefully.
He has to.
No way. But that's crazy.
There are still changes that way. And you know, our company is expanding a little.
Hey! What the hell?
Wow. I am so drunk. Hi, everyone. Everyone having fun? Good. That's great. Now, everyone, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Taro Matsui Show!
Hey, what are you doing?
Yay! You can do it! Go Matsu!
All right, here we go.
Hey, you're drunk. That's way too dangerous.
Don't worry, I'm just fine. I do this all the time. What? Whoa! What the hell are you doing? Get in here!
Are you crazy, you idiot?
It's all right. No problem.
He fell! This can't be good.
No! I heard a thud, so I came out. This is just horrible. Someone call an ambulance.
This sure is a crappy roll.
Look, everyone, I think you should all just leave this for us to take care of and go home.
What? But...
Don't worry, we'll handle it. Just don't forget about me for your next campaign, okay?
Let's go. If the press sees us, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
What's going on? Did someone jump?
Well, we're lucky that he ended up dying right in front of us at any rate.
Hey.
While I'm aware of the fact that we're short-handed, I'm not very pleased about having to do this sort of thing myself. Matsuda, you idiot.
Misa Amane's manager dies in full. Yes?
You're Masahiko Kida, VP of the Rights and Planning Department at Yotsuba's Tokyo office, correct?
Yes, that's right. And who am I speaking to?
I go by the name Geraldo Coyle. I'm calling to discuss my terms with you.
What? A $2 million advance and $8 million upon completion? Is he out of his mind?
That's not all. Even if we don't commission him, we have to pay him $2 million just to keep him silent.
So he wants hush money, huh? If he's saying something like that, we should assume Coyle knows quite a bit already.
This is getting ridiculous. I've had it. I want out of these meetings right now. I don't know who Kida is, and I don't care. I just don't want to get wrapped up in this and end up in jail.
Huh. Htaed, I think you're going to end up dead tomorrow.
No, wait. I was only joking. It's not like that. I'm in. I'll see this to the end.
So what are we going to do? Coyle is still willing to accept the job despite what he already knows.
Isn't it obvious? He'll become partners with us as long as we pay him.
His demands are exorbitant, but we need to have someone as skilled as Coyle on our side.
Good point. Pay him. It doesn't matter how much.
Exactly. We'll just have to pay him.
All right, we'll contract Coyle. Anyone have any objections?
No objections.
Elle, are you listening? Oh, I'm so disappointed. I thought this would be a challenge. Security level here is a joke. They've left it all to a single contractor. There weren't even any wiretap detectors.
It's been about a week since I first snuck into the place. It looks like things have been moving pretty smoothly since then, huh?
We've almost got them.
So one of these people is Kira.
Well then, now that everyone's here, let's commence our regular meeting.
But if there's supposed to be 8, why are there only 7?
Where's the 8th person? Oh, new opening. What the fuck?
Well then, let's begin tonight's meeting.
There's supposed to be 8 of them, but only 7 are present. That must mean that...
They probably killed one of their members.
In order to further the growth of the Yotsuba Group and best serve its financial interests, who should we kill next?
Oh, the white-haired guy is gone.
It's just like I told you last week.
This is not good at this rate.
But before we get to that, there are several topics that we need to discuss. First, there is the issue of Htaed's death.
That was unavoidable. To be honest, in a certain sense, I'm relieved that Htaed's dead. Kira has demonstrated that we must be committed to these meetings. We now know what will happen if we try to leave.
I think we all understand what Htaed's death means for the rest of us. Let's not take it lightly. Now, moving on. Our next topic is Geraldo Coyle's report.
One of their members just died, and that's all they're going to say?
So did we really pay $5 million for this report? I mean, come on, look at this. He hasn't found out anything important about L, like his name or his face. Is this Coyle guy seriously going to be of any use to us?
Hold on a second. There is something very interesting in the last part of this report. Coyle's warning us that we can't afford to take L's existence too lightly. In particular, it says, the concentration of killings that are beneficial to Yotsuba will likely be noticed by L if they continue on Fridays and Saturdays.
Sounds like this Geraldo Coyle has figured out what we've been up to. I admit it's quite impressive. At any rate, I personally think we should stop killing every weekend.
This is unbelievable. It's like they're trying to confess to everything.
As long as we have this video as evidence, we could probably arrest all 7 of them.
This is not good.
Kira hasn't been flexible up till now, has he? It would be nice if he could spread out his killings over the whole week.
The fact that Coyle noticed what we've been up to makes it too dangerous to continue killing at our usual pace. From now on, we have to be even more careful and make sure that nobody else happens to notice a trend in these deaths.
Now, on to the main topic.
Who should we kill?
Alright.
I think we should focus on ELF Insurance. If they expand into the Japanese market, Yotsuba and many other companies will lose valuable clients to them.
Agreed. All right. Any objections to killing these people from ELF with accidental deaths?
No objections. Is this for real? How can they do this so easily?
Another potential candidate is Santoro Zenzai, a member of the Kugisawa group. He's been protesting Yotsuba's resort development plans. Zenzai's known to have high blood pressure, so we can designate a time for him to suffer a stroke resulting in natural death. Any objections?
No objections.
Kira, deaths by accident, by disease, designated times of death? It's all just as we suspected. We were right.
No, unfortunately, we can only be completely sure after those people they've named are dead. We will continue to monitor these meetings and take note of what they say, how they act, and most importantly, whether the people they choose actually die. If we can confirm the connection between their plans and the deaths, then we'll definitely be able to catch Kira. What is it? There's no need to yell in unison.
I can't carry on knowing these people will die. That's just immoral.
Right.
Here it comes.
I know you're planning to catch Kira by letting these guys actually carry out these murders, but we can't let that happen.
That's right. It's obvious that these 7 men are behind the killings. With Matsuda's testimony and this footage we've recorded, we have all the evidence.
You're making this difficult. If we were to take action now, everything we've done will go to waste.
So what do you say we take care of the ELF in 3 weeks, and as for Zenzai, we'll ask Kira to kill him this weekend?
No objections. If that's what they're going to do, then there's not much time left. Light, we already know the phone numbers of these board members, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't care who we call. I need to reach one of these men and have them stop these murders.
Please hold on. That will cause suspicion. It would mean the investigation caught up to them 3 days after they were contacted by Iber. Also, it would make it far more unlikely that we would be able to discover who the real Kira might be. We can't afford such a huge setback seeing how far we've come. In order to catch Kira, we are going to need some solid proof.
Ryuzaki, if one of these 7 men is in fact Kira, would it be safe to say that if I try calling one of them, the odds of that person actually being Kira is going to be 1 in 7?
I'm thinking there could be more than one Kira among them. A probability of 2 in 7 at most.
If we're prepared to let them know that the investigation is catching up to them, let's place our bets on these odds. Ryuzaki, I'm going to pose as L. Judging from their conversations so far, the one least likely to be Kira, but with the most influence is Namikawa.
If you're going to make a call, please use this phone. It's set up so it can't be traced or tapped.
You know, this would all go a lot faster if we kill off the execs of our rival companies and be done with it.
That would be going a little too far.
Why? We can kill them and split their holdings.
Is this Reiji Namikawa, head of the Yotsuba Group's marketing department?
Yes. And who is this?
Listen carefully, but don't draw attention to yourself. I am L. I've placed cameras and wiretaps throughout that meeting room. Even as I speak, I'm recording footage of your entire meeting.
The first thing you discussed was Hatore's death. Now you're debating who to kill next.
Am I correct?
He's been watching everything.
If you are not Kira, or if you are not someone who can contact Kira directly...
Let's make a deal.
A deal?
I need you to delay the deaths of ELF's president and Mr. Zenzai by 1 month. I doubt it will be difficult for someone of your standing to accomplish that.
Yes, I see.
Right, go on.
If you complete your end of the deal and cooperate with our requests from now on, then your crimes, no, not just yours, but everyone's
Crimes, with the exception of Kira's, will be pardoned, based on the premise that Kira blackmailed you into participating in these meetings.
I see. Okay. My only option is to join L. No, I'll be dead if Kira manages to find out. What should I do?
If you tell the others about this call, they will panic. It would be of no advantage to you. Everyone would be arrested immediately. But that's not my intention. I'm planning to go one-on-one against Kira.
Listen, if I win against Kira, you will be acquitted of all charges. If Kira wins, then you'll be free to carry on with your comfortable life.
Just play along with both parties. Staying on the sidelines would be best. You're not in a position to lose anything regardless of who wins in the end.
You would only be at a loss if I decided to arrest you right here and now.
Damn it. He already knew what answer I would have given.
That's all for now.
Right. I'll see you Monday then.
What's going on, Namikawa? Who was that?
One of my men screwed up again. I'll have to fix it on Monday. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. Let's get back on topic. We were discussing when we should kill Zenzai and the men from ELF. Here's what I'm thinking. We'll give Coyle 1 month to reveal L's identity. If he still hasn't uncovered the information we need, then we can go ahead and kill the targets randomly. Then we'll give him another month to investigate and repeat the process. Once we get rid of L permanently, we can go back to killing 2 or 3 people a week. In other words, our top priority should be the elimination of L.
I see. Once we kill L, there won't be anything standing in our way. But until then, we need to be careful.
Right. Sounds like a reasonable plan to me.
We need to be extremely careful if we don't want to get caught.
Then we're in agreement. We'll give Coyle 1 month.
Agreed.
Alright, everyone's voting skip.
This should satisfy you for now.
We'll still be meeting on a weekly basis. That is all.
That went well.
Yeah.
You really are quite amazing, Light. Not only did you manage to delay the killings, but you also set up Namikawa as a potential mole for us. Sounded exactly like the sort of thing I would do, and you thought of it quicker than I did. At this rate, if I end up dying somehow, it's quite possible that you would be capable of succeeding me.
What? Why are you being so morbid? There isn't time for that. We only have a month to figure out Kira's identity and gather evidence against him to prove it. This is only the beginning.
Yes, but you were the one who first noticed the connection between Yotsuba and Kira. You actually might be more capable than I am. I honestly believe you could take this on. Tell me, if I should die, would you take over for me as L? If I should die, would you take over for me as L? If he is Kira and just playing innocent, he's sure to say yes.
What are you talking about? As long as we're joined by these, we would die together anyway. I see. Ryuzaki, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to tell everyone what you're really thinking right now. He thinks that if I am Kira, then there are 2 possibilities. Either I'm just pretending I'm not him and putting on an act, or Kira's power has passed on from me to someone else, and I have no memory that I was ever Kira in the first place. He's trying to determine which, if either, is the truth. The first theory, if I am putting on an act, he will never remove these handcuffs. No, even if I wasn't pretending to be innocent, I'm sure he still wouldn't take them off. Ryuzaki still believes that I'm Kira. Even if that power had been passed to someone else, he thinks that I would have planned to have it returned to me once I'm safe from suspicion. In other words, I wasn't being controlled at all. He thinks it was a plan to pass on the power and arrange for it to come back to me once I've been cleared.
Impressive. He figured out exactly what I'd been thinking all this time.
Ryuzaki's theory is that once I steal L's title, I will become Kira again.
Correct.
Taking on the identity of L, having the power to control the police in every country, while being Kira in secret. It's ideal. And you're thinking I could do it. No, that I would do it. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes.
But what about now? I told you I don't want your title. That should prove even to you that I'm not putting on an act, shouldn't it?
God, my head hurts.
If this is all an act, and you are trying to steal my identity, there's no chance you would be foolish enough to reveal your plan in front of everyone. Wouldn't you agree?
Ryuzaki.
Huh?
Do you think that I'm actually capable of becoming a murderer? Kira? Even after I help you catch him? Do I seem like that kind of person to you?
Yes, you do. I've always thought so.
Not again.
Okay, break it up! Once is enough! It was a draw, so let's just leave it as an even match, okay?
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, let's focus on catching the kid that's in front of us right now. As long as I have the handcuffs on, you shouldn't have any complaints.
I suppose so. We only have a month, so there's no time to get distracted.
Ryuzaki.
Yes?
We have plenty of footage from this meeting. Can't we use that as evidence against those 7 men and prevent the murders of other criminals?
Here we go again. Unfortunately, no.
But why?
At the moment, we're not certain if Kira is among those 7 men. If all they have is a tenuous connection with him, then Kira will kill them as soon as they're arrested. We have to be absolutely sure that Kira is among them, so there's no point in detaining them now. And even if it does turn out to be one of them, it will still be quite difficult to determine who the culprit is. I believe it's still far too early for us to make our move.
Hold on. At the same time, we can't say that he's definitely not among the 7. That means there's a chance the killings will stop if we take this opportunity to arrest them.
I think Dad's right. There is a chance. We have to act on it.
Excuse me, but I think from now on I should go after Kira by myself.
Huh?
You can use these headquarters as you wish. I'll also be here, but we will be working independently. You can conduct your investigation under your own direction. Feel free to arrest those men if you like. I will be carrying on my own investigation. We'll only get into arguments if we don't split up and act separately at this point. This is for the best.
Are you saying you're going to figure out who Kira is by any means necessary?
Yes. This case will never be solved unless we capture Kira himself. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't say that preventing more deaths is pointless. But if we don't uncover the entire truth once and for all, Kira will only appear again and the number of victims will continue to increase. That's why I believe it's more important to find out who Kira really is. As I've been saying, I'm opposed
drinking
to
coffee or
arresting
eating
those 7
sugar?
men. If you want to do so, then you will have to take responsibility for it. I will pursue Kira on my own. We only have 1 month. I wonder who will succeed.
Ryuzaki, where are you going?
To Amani's room. Sorry, I know you're on your father's side and all this, but I can't remove these handcuffs. I'm afraid you're going to have to come along with me.
Light! I didn't know we were supposed to have a date. Oh, right, I should have known.
Misa Amane, tell me, do you love Light from the bottom of your heart?
Huh? Yeah. Of course I do.
But you also worship Kira, don't you?
Well, yeah.
So then, if you had to choose between Light and Kira, who would you pick?
What? That's obvious. Of course it's gonna be Light. I'm really grateful to Kira and want to meet him someday in person, but that's not true love. I definitely choose Light.
But your precious Light is planning to catch Kira. Isn't that right?
Well, yes, of course I am.
No!
He says he wants to catch Kira. Now what will you do?
Well, if that's what Light says, then I'm gonna support him no matter what.
I see. So if you were given the opportunity to work with Light on this investigation, would you take the offer?
What? Ryuzaki?
Yeah, of course I would. I'd do anything I could to help Light.
Wait, hold on a second. Where are you going with this?
I'm planning to have Iber pose as Geraldo Coil again. He'll tell the Yotsuba members that while he was investigating L, he discovered that Misa Amane might know who he is. He'll also tell them that L brought her in for questioning on suspicion that she was the second Kira.
That part is true.
If the Yotsuba group believes that Misa could be their lead to finding L, then they'll say that they want to meet her to discuss their advertising campaign. They'll use that opportunity to question her. Thanks to Matsuda's screw-up, they may already be considering Misa as their new spokesperson, so this could work.
Yeah, right.
We can't do that.
Why not?
This plan is too risky. Who knows what could happen to you?
Oh, wow. Does that mean you're worried about me? Yay! But don't worry. I won't mind doing something like this if it's for you, Light.
Listen, Misa. If they suspect that you might know who Elle really is, we don't know how far they'll be willing to go to get that information.
No problemo. I promise I won't say anything, even if they torture me.
I can attest to that.
But Kira can control his victim's actions before their death. There's a good chance he might try to manipulate her into revealing what she knows and then kill her. Also, if he does manage to kill Elle, he won't have any use for Misa. He'd kill her to keep her silent.
I don't like the sound of that.
Light. You forget that if we win against Kira, Misa won't die. Besides, as long as we're handcuffed together, you and I share the same fate. If I die, so will you. If that happens, Misa is the one who would grieve most of all. Either we lose and both die together, or we successfully catch Kira. Which is it?
We catch Kira! I would never dream about living in a world without light.
Yes, that would be dark.
Cut it out! This is just crazy!
We're running out of time, and I'm starting to get desperate. As for Misa Amane, I've turned to her because I know her bravery and love for you is boundless.
Do you really mean it? Oh no, I think I've totally misunderstood you all this time. I even called you a pervert. But you actually do understand how I feel, don't you?
Yes. Misa is indisputably the most perfect and worthy woman for light.
Yay! You're such a sweetie. Thank you, Ryuzaki.
I could actually fall for you.
Let's not go that far. But you could maybe be a friend of mine. Would that be okay?
Yes. So now I've gained yet another friend.
Yeah, of course. Any friend of Light's is a friend of mine as well. Let's all be friends together.
Yay, fun.
And of course, I would never think of betraying any of my friends. With our powers combined, we'll arrest Kira.
Unfortunately, Light's taking a different investigative approach from us and will be working with his father and the others. I'm afraid it will just be you and I.
Huh? What's up with that?
Come on, Elle. Now you're just playing dirty. You're leaving me with no other choice but to join your...
No, that's quite all right.
What are you talking about? Of course he'll be joining us.
That's not it either. I've been opposed to this investigation since the beginning. It's too dangerous for her.
Oh, Light. You're so sweet. Thank you for worrying about me. But please let me do this. I want to be useful to you somehow. If I can be useful, then maybe you'll love me even more. And besides, I would gladly die if it were for you, Light.
Figuring out the logistics of arresting 7 people is going to be challenging. I don't suppose you two have any ideas. Mogi? Matsuda?
Someone in chat asked me for a pee break. Alright, toilet break, guys. 2 minutes. Go get your water. Take a piss, get some water. Do we have a deal? No, it's not really a deal. I'm just telling you guys what to do. The song is really hardcore.
Hey, I thought we were supposed to be meeting every other week, not this often.
It can't be helped. We just received a new report from Coyle. He says that Misa Amani might know El. According to Coyle, El once questioned Amani as part of his Kira investigation. But see, here's the problem. He says, I've been able to deduce that Amani worships Kira. At the moment, Yoshida Productions is trying to promote Amani as the new face of Yotsuba. My recommendation is that Yotsuba use her for their next ad campaign and take the opportunity to extract information about El. Personally, I don't like the idea. It's unacceptable, if you ask me.
Oh, really? It seems like a perfectly good plan.
I don't think that's what Oe was trying to say. It's supposed to be Coyle's job to investigate El's identity. It doesn't make sense for him to leave all the hard work to us, in my opinion.
Exactly. We're paying him to uncover El's identity, after all.
Why don't we contact Coyle and see what he has to say?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Mr. Kida, I thought we agreed before that you'd only call me if it was urgent. So, is it an emergency? Yes, I understand. In that case, I think I have an even better idea.
Even after those meetings are over, I have to come home to punish criminals. Being Kira is so time-consuming. But things sure have become more interesting lately. It's pretty clear that Misa Amani was the second Kira, and that El must have caught her at some point. The only way she could have gotten out of that situation is by forfeiting ownership of her Death Note and losing all memories of what she did with it. I'm not about to leave things as they are. I'm going to make Misa Amani my wife. Everything I could ever want. Money, power, and a beautiful wife. That'll be enough to make anyone envious. Once we're married, I'll just invest a large lump sum in her life insurance.
She would never marry such a disgusting fool.
Rem, make sure you hide the notebook in the usual place.
Oh, spiky hair guy is the new Kira.
Right now, this is the only thing I can do for Misa's sake.
All right, let's try again from the top.
Tell me, Misa, is it true you once said that you came to Tokyo in order to meet Kira?
What?
Misa, please stop overacting. It looks too cheesy, not to mention fake.
Huh? But I thought that was a realistic performance.
Just do it again.
Whatever you say, oh so great director.
If you don't get serious about this, I'll kick you.
Misa. You're not smiling enough, Mochi. And you can just call me Misa, you know.
I'm not cut out for this, but it's part of my job, so...
Misa!
What is it, Mochi?
Today you have an interview with the Yotsuba group to see if they'll use you in their new ad campaign, but remember, this is also an infiltration mission, so stay sharp!
Don't you worry, I already know about that. And of course, that means you can't let your cover fall either. You're gonna play the character of the hyper-energetic manager, okay?
Right! Bring it on!
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Good morning! I'm Misa's manager, Kenichi Moji, also known as Mochi.
Mr. Oi, Mr. Shimura, it's so nice to see you again.
Good luck, Misa!
Way to go, Mochi. You're a natural.
I'll be here ready to celebrate when they decide to hire you!
I don't think I'm cut out for this.
Now then, I don't believe you and I have met before, have we, Misa? My name is John Wallace. I'm the executive advisor for the advertising department. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. I'm very pleased to meet you too.
Well, this might seem a little bit sudden, but I'd like to be honest with you. We've been talking about it, and we've pretty much decided to hire you already. But before we make it official, we'd like to clarify a few things.
Yes?
We've been doing a little background check on you, and according to our sources, a burglar killed your parents during a robbery. You worship Kira because he killed the suspect. Isn't it true that you came to Tokyo in hopes of finding and meeting Kira?
What? Who did you hear that from?
I'm afraid I can't answer that. The information is reliable, and now I'd say it's confirmed. The look in your face tells me that these are the facts.
Coil, I never thought you investigated that far.
Also, you're still hiding something from us, aren't you? Something you'd prefer the world not to know.
Okay, here's where I pause and look nervous.
It seems you were detained by the Detective L for a short period of time. We'd like you to tell us the full story of what really happened. It would be a problem if the new face of Yotsuba turned out to be Kira.
Yes, we would appreciate it if you were honest with us.
All right, I understand. I'll tell you everything.
Why would Kira want to get an acting
Yes,
job?
I was held for
Kira.
questioning. I didn't think it was L, but he did ask me lots of questions about Kira. But I'm not the second Kira, and I never was. I was released because he realized I didn't have anything to do with Kira after all.
Did you manage to see who it was that was restraining you?
No, I was blindfolded the whole time.
But if he asked you questions, surely you heard his voice, right?
Only through a speaker and voice filters, so...
Come on. What the hell is this anyway? A job interview or a police interrogation? How long are we gonna keep this up? I'm going to the bathroom.
He has a point. It seems the interview veered a little off track. We're very sorry.
Excuse me, but would you mind if I went to the bathroom as well?
Alright, if they're going to the bathroom, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
But everything's going well so far. I just have to keep it up.
Being touched by this scrap of paper alone will not restore her memories of the Death Note, but at least now Misa can see me once again.
What is this thing? Some kind of monster?
Misa, you're in a dangerous situation right now. There are people within Yotsuba who can easily have you killed. I've come here to warn you. Calm down and listen to me.
Calm down? How can I? This thing looks like it's gonna kill me.
Please believe me, I'm your ally.
My ally?
Oh man, I wonder if Misa's alright. Maybe we should have wired her or used something to track her movements.
Just as I thought. The Kira before I was detained and the one that surfaced afterwards, they must be two different people. The MO clearly doesn't match. This Kira is killing criminals as soon as they've had their crime broadcast on TV, regardless of the situation. He's punishing people who never intended to kill, those who sincerely regretted their crimes, or people with excusable circumstances. The original Kira would have never punished those kinds of people. That's the sort of distinction I'd make if I were him. The way the original Kira acted is disturbingly close to my ideals. What the hell am I thinking? I'm not Kira. Something's gotta be wrong with me if I'm seriously comparing myself to that murderer.
Light Yagami is Kira. Tell me, what is Light doing at the moment?
What are you? I mean, I can tell you're not a stalker, but you don't look like a human at all.
No, of course not. I am a Shinigami. Before you were captured by L, you and I worked closely together.
What are you...
Bro, why is she getting so involved? I thought Death Gods is supposed to be impartial and just let things happen. She is meddling and inserting herself into this whole Kira business.
Talking talking about? I don't understand. You know me, and Light is Kira?
The Death Note. It grants its owner the power to kill someone simply by writing that person's name in it. Light Yagami took it upon himself to punish criminals using that notebook. He soon became known to the world as Kira. You also possess that same power. In fact, your ability was even greater than his. You managed to find Light by using your power to determine that he was in fact Kira.
Light is Kira? And I'm the second Kira?
That's right, or rather that used to be the case. Light arranged it so you would both lose this power. This was all according to his plan.
He did? Then Ryuzaki was right.
Misa, do you still love Light enough to die for him?
Unbelievable. You've got to be telling the truth. You already know everything about me. I totally believe you now. And yes, I do love him to death. Not to mention how amazing it is that Light and I were both Kira. Of course I'd want to believe something like that. I only wish I could remember it.
You haven't changed, Misa. And it seems your feelings for Light will never change either. It's enough to convince me that the only way you can be truly happy in life is if you can support him in his plan.
Thank you, Shinigami.
It's Rem. The current Kira is a vile and pathetic human being. I don't know what he's capable of. Be careful and beware of the others from Yotsuba. Trust Light. Let him do whatever he feels necessary.
Okay, I got it. I guess I should just act normal in the meantime though, right?
That's right. When you go back to the interview, you will be able to see for yourself who the real Kira is. Be on your guard and do not trust him.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry it took so long. I was just fixing up my makeup a little.
Listen, when you return, I will be in the room. The man sitting in front of me will be Kira.
The person in front of you is Kira. Higuchi's Kira? That bastard!
Misa sure is late. Oh, they're back!
Hey! I'm exhausted.
Hey.
How did it go?
Yotsuba agreed to hire Misa on as their spokesperson for the new ad campaign.
I see. That's good to hear.
And I made sure to give them my cell phone number. Would you believe 3 out of 7 guys already messaged me asking for a private date?
What?
So now I accept their invitations and investigate them, right? Oh, it's going exactly as I planned.
No, the plan's getting canceled right now.
Huh? But why? Everything's been going so smoothly up until now.
If we go any further, you'll be in danger. You can still appear in their commercials, but from now on, you should deny that you were suspected of being the second Kira and was detained by L. Mogi will continue being your bodyguard, but you'll be working solely as a celebrity.
If that's what you want, Light, then that's what I'll do. Oh well, I'm feeling pretty tired. Tomorrow's shoot is bright and early, so I better get some sleep. Thank you, Light. You're so sweet to be worried about me. But I've thought of the best plan ever. I'm gonna be useful to you. I promise.
So she's gonna try and restore his memory,
Wanna come
huh?
sleep with me tonight?
What are you talking about?
Just kidding! You're saving it for after we catch Kira, right? You don't have to be shy about it.
Yes, Light. There's no need to be shy.
I'm not being shy.
No need to be so serious either.
Cut!
Okay, that's a wrap.
Good work, everyone!
Good job, everybody.
Great job, Misa.
Thanks, Mochi. Can you take me to the restroom in that hospital?
No problem. I'll be waiting.
I'll be sure not to take too long, okay? Yes? Misa, you actually made it. Nori, you look so cute in that nurse's outfit. You really think so? That went well. Oh, what an amazing car.
If you like it, I'll give you a ride anytime, or buy you one of your own. By the way, loving that nurse's outfit, Misa.
I'm glad you like it.
That took a while. Where's Misa?
She's on a date.
You gotta be kidding!
Kyosuke Higuchi. The sleazy pervert who's been sending me text messages ever since that party. He's been even more persistent than any of the other guys. He's Kira. It can't get any worse than that.
Hey, Misa.
Huh?
How about we grab a bite to eat?
Are you planning to take me somewhere and do pervy things to me? Well, even if you are, that's okay. I'll be fine, since I can kill people.
What are you saying, Misa? Is this part of Light Yagami's plan? Is this what he wants you to do? Or is this your way of telling me that you want me to kill Higuchi the moment he tries to do anything?
Come on, you're just kidding with me, aren't you, Misa? You can kill people?
Yup, it's true. And you know why? Because I'm the second Kira.
That can't be. Even if she was the second Kira before, there's no way she still is. She's not supposed to have any memory of it either. What the hell's going on? Misa, you don't have to make up stuff like that to feel safe with me. I'm sure you'll find that I'm quite the gentleman.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I'll only prove that I'm the second Kira to the real Kira.
You'll only show proof to Kira. Why?
I'd show him because it's always been my dream to become Kira's wife. I know he'll need me by his side once I tell him.
If she really is the second Kira, then it's pretty clear from the Sakura TV incident that she has the Shinigami eyes. If that's the case, I need to make sure I keep this girl by my side at all costs. I've got to test her first. Well, since I happen to be Kira, does that mean you'll marry me?
Really?
Yeah. I mean it.
What? Then prove it to me. Come on, let's prove it to each other.
I can't do that. It'd be a pretty bad idea to let someone witness how I kill people.
You think so? I don't know. If I thought someone was Kira, I think I'd be willing to show them. We'd never get anywhere if I didn't.
Then why don't you kill someone? After all, I could be the real Kira.
All right, but I only kill bad people, okay?
That's right. Bad person, huh? This is Ginzo Kaneboshi, president of a major finance company. He's infamous for his immoral collection methods. Sometimes he even makes people pay with their insurance money. How about him?
Would you be able to confirm his death right away?
Yeah, as soon as I call him.
Okay then. Could you turn around for just a sec?
Misa, you want me to kill Ginzo Kaneboshi, don't you? Then Higuchi will believe your claim about being the second Kira. Very well.
Wait, what? She can't. You can't do that. She. You can't. She can do that? She can just say, oh, I love this person so much, even though they're not the owner of the death note. I'm gonna scribble in my own death note to kill for her. She's not extending someone's life. Well, can't you say that this guy they're killing is a bad guy? Which means he probably would have shortened someone's life. And by killing him, now you're prolonging someone's life. She has to kill to save her life. It's only bad if it's to extend the life of the person they're doing it for. Who came up? I want to talk to the Shinigami leader and ask who came up with these rules. Like, you can kill people, but you can't kill people that you like. Or you can't kill 4 people that you like that might shorten someone's life, but you can't kill people who you don't know and can shorten someone's life or prolong someone's life. What are the rules, huh? I need this show is unrealistic now.
All right, he should be dead by now.
My immersion.
Hello, this is Higuchi from Yotsuba.
Sorry, our president just collapsed and stopped breathing. Call back later.
Told ya.
She killed him. The same guy I chose just a minute ago. Would have been impossible to do that unless she had the power. This proves it. So, if I'm Kira, you'll marry me, right?
Also, one other thing. He didn't see her write a name in the death note. Why is he buying this? I thought that's how Kira's killed. Oh. He made her turn around. Oh, she made him turn around. Oops, I missed that. Sorry.
Hey, why are you getting so serious all of a sudden?
Because I'm Kira.
Then prove it.
I'm not gonna be able to kill until I get home. You understand?
Oh, well, that's no good then. For all I know, you're just making all this up so you have an excuse to take me to your place. Wait, I know. Why don't you stop killing the criminals on TV? That should prove it. If you're Kira, it should be no problem. You can start killing again when I tell you to. If all the times and deaths match up, then I'll believe you. After all, killing criminals in that way is something that only Kira can do.
I see what you mean. That's a good idea. All right, Misa.
I'm Kira, so in order to make you trust me and prove that I'm him, I'll stop killing criminals for the time being. Then once you're fully convinced I'm the real thing, you and I can get married.
God, this guy is
And so, based on what he said,
so hard.
Higuchi is Kira!
Because he's a fucking Coomer.
Now we not only know Kira's identity, but all those deaths that were worrying the chief are gonna stop! That's amazing, Misa.
It's so hard. It goes so hard. Oh!
Based on what he said, Higuchi is Kira!
If the killing of criminals stops now, then there's no doubt that Higuchi is the one with Kira's powers. However, I knew Amane would do almost anything for Light, but to think that she would actually go this far? If criminals do stop dying after this, it will make it difficult to determine a critical element, how Kira conducts his murders. I'll have to think of a plan.
Misa, How did you get Higuchi to confess?
Easy. That guy's totally in love with me. All I had to do was tell him I'd marry him if he was really Kira. Plus, I managed to convince him that I'm the second Kira. If I didn't say this now, I'd probably end up contradicting my story later.
Misa, you idiot! Didn't I tell you to deny all that?
Don't talk to Misa like that. Okay? Don't talk to her like that.
But now we know Higuchi's Kira, right? So what's the problem? Can't we just catch him?
I suppose this is what you would call a victory, right, Matsuda?
But right now, we still don't know exactly how he kills his victims, do we?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Before we move to arrest Higuchi, I want to find out how he kills people.
And if the criminals stop dying, we won't be able to figure it out, unless we come up with another idea. Isn't that right?
Yes. At any rate, even if we do arrest Higuchi, we're not going to do it until we're certain that criminals have stopped dying. Let me think about this for a moment. Weddy?
Yeah,
An update on the current situation, please.
everything's going smoothly. We should be able to track 70% of their movements using our cameras inside the office building.
What about outside the office?
That's not going to be possible with just Watari and me.
What if you focus solely on Higuchi?
Higuchi? I've only been able to enter the houses of 5 of the men so far. But Mido, Namikawa, and Higuchi all have super high-tech security systems. Especially Higuchi. He recently constructed a dampening room that shuts out any electronic waves. It took me 2 days just to break into the place.
This guy sure does sound suspicious.
All right, then begin installing microphones, trackers, and cameras, but not in the house. Instead, just put them in every car.
What? After getting this far? Do you know how difficult it is to break into someone's house? Besides, do you have any idea of how many cars this guy has?
Yeah, he has 6.
Fine then. I just have to install them in all his cars, right?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, if Higuchi had been bugged earlier, I would have been in big trouble.
Light, I'm sorry to keep coming back to this topic. I'll just get right to the point.
What is it?
Do you remember killing anyone, I mean?
Huh? Are you still going on about that? Look, I'm not Kira. How many times do I
just want you to answer the question. Well, do you remember?
No, I don't.
Misa, what about you?
I don't remember. How could I? 'Cause I'm not Kira.
Look, Light, please listen to what I'm about to say. I'd like you to thoroughly analyze my current theory. This could determine the way in which we end up catching Kira. Light Yagami used to be Kira. Kira's power has somehow passed on to another person. Light Yagami now has no memory of ever being Kira. I need your analysis based on these assumptions. Do you think you can do that for me?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Light Yagami used to be Kira. Kira's power has somehow passed on to another person. Was that because Light Yagami wanted it to happen? Or was there someone else in control of Light, lurking in the background, who gave him the power? Was it that person who passed Light's powers to someone else?
Given your premise, it would be my will.
Yes, of course. If there is a third party with the ability to bestow or transfer Kira's power, and they didn't want their method to be discovered, it makes no sense that they would wait so long to transfer it from you to the next Kira. If we believe that this was the work of some being watching us from above, then we'd have to accept that they are impossible to catch. Not to mention, I'd already be dead. Or at the very least, I'm being made to be a fool by eternally dancing in the palm of someone's hand. It's highly unlikely that such a being exists. Even if Light Yagami was Kira, Kira's power can only be transferred by the will of the person who possesses it. Thank you, Light. I can now say that I feel 99% better. We'll create a situation where Higuchi will not be able to pass on his power to anyone else. We'll have him show us how he kills.
So, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to trick Higuchi using Sakura TV.
Like a hidden camera show.
What?
We'll use the Kira special that Demigawa airs every week. We'll book a 3-hour time slot. It'll be announced that Kira's identity will be revealed near the end of the special.
Would anyone actually buy that, though? This is Sakura TV, after all. For all we know, Higuchi might not even watch that program.
We'll get Namikawa to call him and say, "This is bad. Turn on your TV." That should be enough to get him watching. Higuchi will buy it once he realizes that the special guest on TV is someone who knows his secret.
Oh, I get it. So we'll be using Iber then. He'll reveal that he was a spy all along.
No, I'm afraid you're incorrect. We will not be using Iber. Ow. Whoever appears on the show has to be someone who Higuchi believes he'll be able to kill. In other words, it has to be someone whose name he can look up easily.
But we're never gonna find a person like that, are we?
You're the only one who can do it.
Matsu!
Matsu. Higuchi probably thinks that you were listening in on their meeting and overheard their plans to kill people. It would make sense that Misa's manager, who he thought was dead, is the one revealing his secret.
That's right. We'll have Sakura TV use a voice filter and frosted glass to protect your identity. Higuchi will probably realize from the announcement in the silhouette that it's the manager, Taro Matsui. And just to make sure, we'll have the studio mess up and accidentally reveal your face from behind the frosted glass.
Wow! Sounds exciting!
Until the show ends, the announcer will keep saying they'll reveal the full name of each who's acting as Kira.
Higuchi would feel cornered. He'd have no choice but to find out the manager's name as soon as possible. We can anticipate what actions he'll take.
We'll witness his killing method. After that, we arrest him. There is one potential problem with this plan. If Higuchi can kill by simply looking at someone's face, just like the second Kira, Matsuda will die.
Matsuda will die? But wouldn't he know things are sus the second Matsuda showed up? Because he's supposed to be dead? Or did they have a... I'm not following. I'm too stupid. So they're gonna tint his face? Well, if he tints the face, then how is he supposed to use his special eyes anyway, if he did have a special eye?
But, considering the fact that you're still alive, and how he's pursuing Misa, I doubt that's the case.
At any rate, we're only going to do this once criminals stop dying. We'll have to wait for 2 or 3 days to see whether or not that happens. In the meantime, Matsuda will have to decide if he wants to go through with this plan.
I don't need 2 or 3 days to decide. I want to do this.
Well, I'm here. What's with this private meeting?
Namikawa, tell me, who do you think is Kira?
Why do you want to know what I think? Besides, for all I know, it could be you, Shimura. Or maybe even Mido.
Shimura can't be Kira. He was the one who came crying to me about how he can't go along with Kira's crimes anymore.
Really? But if Mido had turned out to be Kira, you would have been killed.
No. You and Mido would have been successful on your own. There's no way either of you would need to hold those stupid meetings. Let alone with 7 others. I can at least see that much. We're all cooperating with these killings because we're afraid of Kira turning on us. I mean, it's only a matter of time until the public finds out. And this isn't going to stop until that happens.
So, Shimura, let me ask you then. Who do you think Kira might be?
Who do you
Takahashi
think
or
the imposter
Higuchi?
is?
No, Takahashi is just a decoy. Kira would make sure there are people less clever than him.
Well, then it looks like we all know the truth already. It's Higuchi, isn't it?
Yes. He's the one who's the most obsessed with money and success. He might always act as if he's not interested in those things, but that just proves it all the more.
And he always insults everyone around him and can't use his people well? I believe that's why he was demoted from being head of the development department. By the way, I meant to ask, was I the only one you invited here?
I also invited Oe, but he said you can hold your stupid private meetings by yourself. Go figure.
Good old Oe, always the blunt one.
We can also rule out Htaed as a possible suspect, as he was the one who provided the account for funds in order to commission Coil.
Namikawa, during that first meeting after Htaed died, you got a call on your cell phone. I was wondering who it was from.
You know, Shimura, you really are a sharp one. Kira probably selected you because he appreciates your caution. Namikawa speaking.
It's L. Before I go on, are you by yourself?
No.
And just act like it's a normal call again.
I don't think there's any need for that. One of the people here with me was just expressing his suspicions about your last phone call.
Who is that on the line? Namikawa.
It's L. L, Mito and Shimura are here as well. I'm reasonably certain that neither of them are Kira. In fact, they seem fed up with him at this point. I'll speak for them and say they'll choose to stand back and watch your face-off with Kira, like I plan to.
That's fine.
Tonight, I'm gonna catch Kira. But I'll need a favor from you.
Then it's the end for Higuchi.
What? You know that it's him?
Ha! So even the great L can be tricked. Based on your reaction, I'm now 100% certain that Higuchi is Kira.
Namikawa was pretty smart, huh? But then I always thought he was. From looking at his face, I guess this proves it.
No, that was just because Light messed up.
I'm baiting Higuchi with a staged TV special tonight. Sakura TV. A few minutes into the program, I want you to contact Higuchi. Tell him to tune in. Do that for me, and I won't go after you or any of the other 5. As for the others, Kida, Takahashi, and Oe, if they try to do anything, make sure to stop them.
All right, I understand. It seems it really was Higuchi. He'll be captured tonight, apparently.
It's been about 3 days since I stopped killing criminals. That should be good enough, shouldn't it? Now, when I marry Misa Amane, the second Kira, I'll have the Shinigami eyes. With that power in my hands, Yotsuba will be under my control.
He's gonna throw it all away for a cute girl?
Higuchi, we've got a problem. Turn on the television. Check out Sakura TV.
So you're saying one of those people is Kira, right?
Yes, I've got a lot of evidence to prove it too.
What the hell is this? Come on, it's probably a hoax. This is Sakura TV.
No, it's more than that. At the beginning of the show, he said that he overheard a meeting between 8 people.
What? Someone who knows about the meetings? Who is it? Did someone betray us?
Then one of them was killed by Kira, and now there are only 7 left. The man who died was Mr. H.
Mr. H? Hattori. If he knows this much, he could be one of the other 6. No, maybe it's Coil.
Mr. H wanted to leave the meetings and was killed by Kira because of that.
No, it can't be any of the others. There's no benefit for them to do this. But no one else knows about the meetings, do they? Damn it, who is it? What? Wait. Could it be? It's him! It's Misa's manager. Matsui, that's his name. Why is he still alive?
He explained earlier that he thought he was going to be killed. He pretended to fall out of the apartment window and escape to a balcony a few floors below.
But that can't be. Just to be careful, I went home that night and wrote his name in the notebook like it was written on his business card. Why is he still alive then? Could he be a former entertainer who became a manager using his stage name? Is that possible?
If that weren't bad enough, he said that he continued to investigate Yotsuba up until now, and he's figured out which one of us is Kira. I'm contacting everyone right now to let them know.
All right. We'll talk later.
Sir, we're terribly sorry for that accident. Are you all right?
Terribly sorry.
If you want.
No, I knew
Hopefully
I was
doesn't cause any trouble.
This is for the sake of justice, so I'll see it through to the end, even if it means my death.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Listen, just be sure to hold off on the Kira announcement till the last minute, all right?
I have to kill him. Calm down. Misa knows his face, so if she's the second Kira, she should know what his real name is.
It's him.
Oh, what the hell?
To be honest, I've been debating for a long time whether or not I should make this announcement. But now that I'm here, I know I've done the right thing in coming forward.
This is bad. Who knows when they'll make the announcement?
Kira's identity will be announced soon.
Cosme Misa, a devilish charm, an angel's glitter. Misa's new line of lipstick, just for you.
Mida, it's me. Are you watching Sakura TV? Why don't you call your father in the House of Counselors?
Have him pull some strings at the Ministry of Internal Affairs to stop this broadcast.
I'm watching, but I don't think we could stop it. No one believes this program, so we'd only make ourselves look suspicious if we stop it. Besides, there shouldn't be anything to worry about. The guy revealed his face earlier. Everyone knows it's really Taro Matsui. Namikawa's already gone ahead and told everyone to watch the show. Since one of us 7 has to be Kira, that should mean Taro Matsui will soon be dead. Right?
Of course. I'm the only one who knows or even suspects that Taro Matsui isn't his real name. That means if I say anything, it'll reveal the fact that I'm Kira.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true. I'll talk to you later.
Stay tuned to Sakura TV.
Damn it!
Ryuzaki, Mogi is in position in front of Yoshida Productions. He's just received a call from Higuchi.
Yes, it's time for phase 2. Everything's as planned.
Moji, where's Misa?
Oh, Mr. Higuchi, pleasure to hear from you. I'm sorry, but Misa's taking a much-needed vacation right now. She should be back by, tomorrow morning, though. You can reach her then.
I'm asking you where she is now.
Well, that's private information. She's requested that no one know where she is. I'm very sorry. I'll have her contact you tomorrow, first thing.
Damn, I know his face. I could kill him at any time if only I knew his name.
Do you know if Misa's former manager was an entertainer at some point?
Come again?
I'm talking about Taro Matsui!
Oh, I was only recently hired, so I don't know much about him. If you need some information, I can let you talk to someone from the office. I just remembered. Everyone's in Okinawa at the moment. You could try calling the president, though.
This is going exactly as I planned.
I like
it's
this
almost
Mochi
scary.
guy.
You shouldn't be scared, Light. You should be happy.
I'm patching you into Higuchi's call with the president of Yoshida Productions.
This is Higuchi from Yotsuba. That manager's real name isn't Taro Matsui,
He's
is
not
it?
even pretending to hide what he's asking about now, is he? Stupid Higuchi.
If he's acting like that, it's proof he's beginning to panic.
Then what was his real name?
I think it was Yamada. No, wait. Yamashita. Yeah, and his first name was... I'm sorry, I can't remember.
Don't screw with me! Why the hell can't you remember the names of the people you hire?
All right, no need for that kind of language. I've got his personnel file back at the office.
Then go back there and get it.
You gotta be kidding me. Give me a break. We're on our first company vacation in 2 years. But if you want to know that badly, I'll give you the PIN code for the office lock. You can go in yourself and look it up. How's that? The personnel files are in the desk at the back to the left. You'll find them filed in the bottom drawer. They should all be sorted alphabetically. But I'm pretty sure it was Yamashita.
If they're going to announce it at the end of the program, that means I have 2 hours.
So what's he gonna do?
He's gonna shoot them himself with a gun? The original death note of gun.
I see Higuchi. He's only carrying a single bag. I'm in pursuit.
Everything's still going according to plan.
Yes.
I'll kill him. I'll kill him no matter what. I've come this far, I won't let them stop me. I'm not giving up until I have everything.
Crazy. That's not being humor. You're just shooting someone with a gun. Oh, that's so funny. That is actually so funny. Oh, small update. I'm not sure who was here 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, I did a stream talking about DMCA. And I said something, if anyone remembers. I said there was like, I had a theory about Hassan's DMCA claim. I said the whole claim seemed really sus. Because of my knowledge about how Twitch and DMCA work, his claim, there was something really off about it. I said it 2 days ago. I couldn't go into detail because at the end of the day, I don't know the very detailed intricacy, but what he posted didn't line up with what I understood. But of course, if I said anything, everyone would be like, shut the fuck up, you're streaming anime, your take doesn't matter. So I had to wait until now. To show you guys that Hassan's DMCA claim was retracted because it was fake. And it feels really bad for him, I'm sure. Not as like, for the record, this is not commentary about DMCA in general, but more like someone faked the DMCA strike and claimed MasterChef, pretending to be Fox and MasterChef. And when I said something was off, people didn't really understand what I was saying. It was like, oh, you know, well, are you scared because people are getting DMCA strike like they should be? But it's not that. It was like when I saw what he tweeted, his notification of his strike, it instantly raised alarms in my head that something is not genuine about the strike. But I'm glad now people understand. People can see that I wasn't making things up. Something just felt off about it. That's it. That was it. I want to point this out because I need you guys to again understand that I'm a genius and I am really smart. Like, I am unbelievably smart when it comes to things like this. So that the next time someone questions me, I don't want that happening. I don't mind people questioning me, but just know that if I'm saying something, there's a really, really good reason why I say it. The good news is, I'm sure the VOD is up from 2 days ago. I'm not even making this up. Check the VOD. So I'm gonna tell you guys why it felt off. It was because, let me show you guys. Oh, he didn't delete it, right? Because if you just take a quick look at this, the copyright work cited was MasterChef, and copyright claimant was Fox Network. When something gets claimed, they are very, very specific. They will be like MasterChef Season 4, Episode 10, blah, 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 blah. Claimant Fox Century, the subsidiary, blah, 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 blah. Like a whole thing. When you look up Fox Network, it's not a thing. Fox Network as an entity is not a thing. And like, I don't know if Hassan had anyone like consulting him or telling him, but he just got hit with this by Twitch and he probably just accepted it. And when this happened, everyone's like, get fucked, Hassan, you deserve this. And that's a separate discussion whether or not you know, anyone deserves DMCA strikes. He was watching things without permission, 100%. But people were just parading this around like some kind of definitive proof, like some kind of moral argument. And obviously I can't say shit, right? But this whole thing has been really, really, it has been eye-opening to see how people behave, to see people's attitude towards it. And then, one more time, I know what I'm doing is not copyright legal. I know that. I'm not defending that. I'm not saying what I'm doing is hard work. It's easy content. It's lazy content. I know that, okay? Alright. But right now, at this point, I'm just here to watch anime with my viewers. And that's it. But I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to flex my knowledge. Alright? It's this guy's toast. It's like when I join an Among Us lobby with new players and they just spend every single round accusing me and voting me out because they want to be the guy to catch this guy's toast. They want to be the guy who outsmarted the smartest man. But you can't. Because then you would be the smartest man and you're not. Alright, back to watching more anime.
So you're saying one of those people is Kira, right?
Yes. I've got a lot of evidence to prove it, too. The man who died was Mr. H.
If Higuchi,
Kira's
if Higuchi can kill by looking at someone's face like the second Kira was able to, Matsuda will die.
It's him! Don't screw with me! Why the hell can't you remember the names of the people you hire? That means I have 2 hours.
I see Higuchi. He's only carrying a single bag. I'm in pursuit.
I'll kill him. I'll kill him no matter what. I'm not giving up until I have everything.
Cosme Misa, a devilish charm, an angel's glitter. Misa's new line of lipstick, just for you.
Ryuzaki, the commercial's almost over.
Oh, was that so?
Next thing you know, I'm in a hotel room drinking with all 8 of them.
Well, that's rather amusing.
But if I give you any more details, I'm afraid the people who were there that night would realize which one of them is Kira. So I think I'd better leave it at that for now.
Of course. Please take your time to tell us all the details of your ordeal to find Kira.
Light, please put Higuchi's car on audio channel 1 and Sakura TV on channel 2.
As expected, Higuchi's watching every minute of this from his car.
And so, according to you, it was actually at that party that you met Kira.
Yes, but of course at the time, I had no way of knowing he was actually Kira.
So that means he saw your face. This is incredible. I think it's amazingly courageous of you to step forward and appear on this program. Are you sure you're okay with it?
Yes. After I started investigating him, I found out there are 2 things Kira has to have in order to kill someone. There are rumors on TV and the internet as to what those 2 things might be, but I know the truth.
A name and a face.
But Kira only knows one of those 2 things about me, so that means I should be safe.
So he's saying he feels safe enough to step forward just because I don't know his real name. Wait a minute. Does that mean there's nothing left that can connect me to his name? Maybe he's already destroyed his file at Yoshida. Am I wasting my time? Rem, what do you think?
What do I think? About what, may I ask?
Rem, who's that? There's no one else in that car, right? It's impossible for someone to be hiding without us knowing. He isn't using a cell phone. Could it be a hidden radio?
No, there aren't any radios or other devices. Only the bugs, cameras, and tracking beacons that Weddy placed. I have no doubt that she did a thorough job.
Do you think I'll get to Yoshida Productions only to find his file isn't there?
Is he talking to himself?
Why ask my opinion? I don't see how I'm supposed to know something like that.
If this guy was smart, he would destroy everything that connects him with his real name before he appeared on TV. And don't you think it's a little too reckless for Yoshida Productions to just let me into their offices unsupervised? Maybe not. If there was a robbery, they'd figure out right away who did it, since I know where the key is.
This isn't sounding very good.
He'll still go there. Don't you worry.
Even if he does have a file at Yoshida, it could be just another alias. Damn it! I wouldn't put it past this guy to do something like that. No wonder he's confident.
It must be Light and Misa's plan to have Higuchi go to Yoshida Productions. If that's the case, that may be true, but if he knows that you are Kira, he's going to announce your name in public. That's an inescapable fact.
All right, there's only 1 hour left until the big announcement.
Your only option is to go. If the name on his file is false, that'll be unfortunate. But if it isn't, you can kill him discreetly with the notebook.
Yeah, I already know that much myself.
But just to be on the safe side, I should also kill the people I contacted at Yoshida Productions. That includes the president, Misa, and that manager of hers.
What? No way. He's gonna kill me?
It's all right, don't worry. He's talking about doing that after he's killed Matsuda. There'd be no point in killing the rest of you until he's gotten rid of the main threat.
That's true, but still.
Don't be reckless. He's the only one you have to kill. If the people you called end up dying too, the phone records will implicate you in their deaths.
Oh, yeah. Rem, I didn't think you were so smart. Then I'll make them all erase their call histories before they die.
But the telephone company will still have a record of the calls.
There's no way he can just be talking to himself. But who's Rem? Who is he talking to?
If he's talking with someone right now, it could be a Shinigami. Perhaps.
I should just go ahead and ask him. How about giving up ownership of the notebook and returning it to me?
No, I'd end up being ruined if I did that. Even if I forgot the notebook, this guy says he has concrete evidence to back him up. If he points out Yotsuba's recent growth on the air, no one would ever doubt his claims. They'd believe whatever he said. That means whoever he says is Kira will be marked as Kira. Even if he didn't have proof and I got rid of the evidence by returning the notebook, my life would be over. I wouldn't get promoted. I wouldn't even be able to stay with Yotsuba.
Of course, Sakura TV has broadcast this show under the premise that right now, as we speak, Kira is watching this program.
In that case, I'll take this chance to call up to him. Kira, please turn yourself in.
This guy's acting like a complete idiot. Still, he was smart enough to fake his own death to avoid being killed. I have to kill him as soon as possible.
He's arrived at Yoshida Productions.
The show's about to begin.
To the left as I come in. Desk at the very back. Very bottom drawer.
do you kill? Show me.
We're in position and ready to take him down. We'll move on your command.
Right.
He's not doing it. He just made a note of his name before leaving, so he's not gonna kill him here?
Ryuzaki, do you want us to apprehend him?
Negative. We still don't know how he kills. Perhaps he's planning to do something once he's back in the car. Let's see camera 1 again.
It's weird. You'd think he'd be desperate to kill Matsuda this very second, but he's calm.
It is strange. If all he needed was the name, then he should have simply taken the personnel file with him, but he just put it back in its drawer after taking the note.
36, 37, 38, 39, 40 seconds.
Kira is a cold-blooded murderer. I can't forgive him for what he's done.
Damn, he didn't die!
Well, what's he talking about? He said he didn't die.
Did he already try and kill Matsuda? Was writing his name down all he had to do, or was it...
What do we do now? Should we just continue watching what he's doing? What if he can cause a death by just imagining it?
I don't understand what's going on. I still can't figure out how he kills people. But even if we restrain him now and try to get him to confess...
Only 50 minutes to go until the big Kira announcement.
I don't have any time!
He's making a phone call.
It's probably Misa again.
Yeah.
All right, calm down. I already know his face. If I go back to Company HQ, there should be surveillance videos from when he snuck in. If I had the Shinigami eyes. Half my remaining lifespan, huh? That's a lot. But if he makes that announcement, my life's as good as over anyway. Better to have a life that's short and sweet. Rem, let's make the deal.
The deal? Who is this Rem person he keeps talking to? Could it really be that Kira's power comes from another world or some being?
I really don't want to think that's the case.
Then what is this Rem?
A Shinigami? Whatever it is, we need to keep watching him. We'll learn nothing if we take him now. We may still be able to find out how he
make
kills.
the deal?
With these eyes, I'm invincible.
Oh, he made it already.
Enough options now.
We're heading after him.
You in the red car. Pull over to the side of the road. Now!
XQC! This is bad. Higuchi's been pulled over by a traffic cop.
I'm gonna have to pass him and lead the pursuit to Iber's team.
You were speeding. License, please.
Yeah, no problem.
Switch all screens to Higuchi's car.
Let's see. Where did I put it? This'll take care of him.
Hey! Higuchi ditched the cop. He's driving away.
What a bastard! This is traffic control squad.
That motorcycle cop just rear-ended that truck. He's dead.
He's dead? By accident?
This is very bad. All he did was put his hand in his bag. Could he have done something at that moment? More importantly, how was he able to obtain the name of the cop who stopped him? Does he only need a face like the second Kira?
Rem, a deal.
Question. If he was gonna kill the cop, why didn't he just use the gun? Without sacrificing half his lifespan. Oh, well, thanks for Ubering here, Yvonne.
Yeah, I Ubered here and I got you. Okay, this is your birthday gift that's super late. It's super duper late. Okay, wait. I'm gonna have these first. You want these first?
Are these?
Why? I got you someone to design like 2 things for you. Super late birthday gift.
Oh, it's toast in Japanese. Because I'm going on my Wii bar.
Yes, that's that. Yeah, that's that. It's like that's the front. I mean, this is the back. This is the front. That's another thing. That's good.
I'm gonna put it on right now.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Zoe, don't look. Don't look, Zoe. Close your eyes.
Look away, Yvonne,
I'm
you
looking
turd.
away. I'm looking away.
Chat, close your eyes.
Zoe, look away too. Zoe, don't look, man. You don't want to see this. Is that when you're done?
Yeah, I'll let you know. Yvonne, stop turning this way, turd.
Flush. Jesus. How long does it take to change, man? You're a guy.
Ah, shit, I put it on backwards.
Don't stop. Jesus.
Just playing it.
Alright. Ooh, it says toast. That's my name.
Yeah, that is your name. Yeah. Did you stretch it? They said you stretched it.
No, I didn't. Don't listen to chat.
Okay, this is the other one. Or the last one. Oh, the other thing I just got you a portrait.
Is this like this? Is this? Wow.
So it's this, but it comes with a. So sorry, I forgot the other part. Well, it's supposed to be a light thing like the podcast.
Wow, this is meta.
It's supposed to be like this. As this, we'll put it up for you. We'll have someone show me you can mount it, but it's supposed to be the same thing as the podcast. But you can change color and stuff with it. Yeah. Have birthday in January. Just took a while for them to make, all the stuff. But yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
I guess you're going back to your apartment then.
Oh, yeah, I gotta Uber back. I'll be right there. Alright.
The screen's waiting for you.
Yeah, see you later.
Thank you.
Omi, let's go.
God damn, interrupting my Death Note watching session. So anyway, why doesn't Higuchi just use the gun instead of writing his name in the Death Note? He's already being chased. Evidence? They already know, man. He's already on the hook.
No, if he had the power to kill just by looking at someone's face, he would have already killed Matsuda by now. What's going on? Unless...
Everyone! It's too dangerous to allow further action by Higuchi. Let's bring him in! I believe he has the same powers as the second Kira. He is able to kill just by looking at someone's face. Please keep this in mind when you move in to arrest him.
God, what a creep.
Htaed, connect me to the director of the NPA.
Yes.
Mrs. L, we are now aware of Kira's true identity. He is currently heading from Hibiya to Shibuya along Highway Route 1 in a red sports car.
Our group will be handling the arrest. In the meantime, please instruct all officers to refrain from approaching his car.
All right. Dad, during the next commercial, take measure 7.
Understood. Demigawa, during the next commercial break, swap Matsuda and the MC with mannequins. We'll make it seem as if the broadcast is continuing as normal using the voices we've already prepared. We'll leave the cameras running and have everyone evacuate the building.
So then, Light, what say we go and join the fun as well?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to do this, Misa, but I'm going to have to make sure you're restrained for a while.
What? Oh. But that's... Stop joking around!
I didn't realize you could pilot a helicopter. That's incredible.
Well, you can figure it out with intuition.
Higuchi isn't going to Sakura TV. He's headed the wrong way.
Based on his route, I'd guess he's going to the Yotsuba main office.
You've been outstandingly brave.
No, I'm just doing what anyone would do.
If I go to the main office and find a surveillance video with him on it, I can kill him.
Come in, Htaed. Have you removed absolutely everything relating to Matsuda at the Yotsuba headquarters?
Yeah? Why, is he headed there now? Isn't that convenient? That should give me more than enough time to go ahead and meet up with Mr. Yagami to set up the ambush.
What the hell? I can't find him! This is the right tape. Someone must have erased it. Did he come back and erase them himself somehow? Or has someone from the group betrayed me and started working with him? No, doing that wouldn't absolve them of their crimes. Who cares? I'm out of time. Got to hurry!
We're quickly approaching the time for the announcement. How are you feeling?
I feel ready for this. I really want to reveal it now.
Yes, I understand. But let's cut to a quick commercial break first.
Damn it! I'll just have to go to Sakura TV and kill him there.
Dad, Higuchi's left Yotsuba. He's on his way to Sakura TV. He'll be there in less than 15 minutes. Are you ready?
I don't need my son asking if I'm ready. Of course I am.
Is there anything more you'd like to add before the announcement?
Well, I want everyone to think hard about Kira after he's caught. People have to realize that Kira is...
You ready, Mr. Yagami? It's almost time.
I know.
Here. Iber hates using guns. Right now, I'm the only one armed. Take it.
I can't take this. I'm no longer a police officer. Japanese law forbids civilians from having guns. That means you shouldn't be using one either.
I guess you're as stubborn as always, huh?
Yeah, I made it in time. Why isn't anybody here? Is it just in case the announcement is true and Kira decides to retaliate? At least it makes my job easier.
We've arrived at Sakura TV. We're moving into position. Let's go, Iber.
Okay, Mogi.
Right now, we're being flooded with phone calls and faxes showing support for your courage and strength, and demanding that Kira's identity be revealed right away.
Huh? Even the studio is deserted. Still, I gotta be careful of where the cameras are. Can't let myself be seen.
Beyond our control, we will now end this broadcast.
What? Dummies! Oh, this can't be!
Higuchi, hold it right there!
Don't move! I'd give up if I were you.
You must be making some kind of mistake. I'm only here to meet with Mr. Demigawa and discuss something with him. They're wearing tinted helmets. They must be taking precautions against Kira. In that case... I'm with the Yotsuba group from the development...
Dude, shoot him!
Let me show you my business card.
Oh, the original Death Note. The gun.
No, Chief!
Iber!
Damn it. I didn't want to have to use one of these, but...
Higuchi has a gun on him. The Chief's been shot.
Higuchi's escaping!
I'm all right. Sorry, Ryuzaki. If we pursue him right now, we can still catch him. Hurry!
This is bad. He's escaped from Sakura TV.
This leaves us no choice. We'll have to move in and apprehend him. Watari, are you ready?
Yes.
Light, I think you should hold on to this for self-defense. This is Kira we're after.
No thanks. Firearms aren't allowed in Japan.
You know, I'm sure your father would say the exact same thing.
He's driving like a maniac. Don't lose sight of him.
Yes, sir.
What the hell was all that about? It had to be a trap.
We now end our current broadcast and return you to regular programming. The evening news is next.
Program's over. Didn't end just because I showed up. What the hell is going on? Ah! What the... Just like I thought. It was a trap. Police cars with tinted windows. So all that stuff about the cops not going after Kira was a lie. They've been preparing for this.
What's happening? I thought we told the police not to get involved with the arrest.
The only one who would do this is...
Yes, you must be right.
Is that Watari? He's a sniper too?
It's over.
Yes, it's over.
It's over. They caught Kira. Everyone goes home happy. This is a happy anime. And you know, Light never touches the notebook again. He's gonna stay a good guy. Right? Right?
Ryuzaki, please let me go and make the arrest.
I'd like to come with you, Chief, if that's all right.
I understand. But remember, this is Kira. Be sure to take every precaution when you approach him and don't allow him to see your face. Watari, if Higuchi tries anything or makes any sudden moves...
Understood. I will shoot to stop him, not to kill. Aizawa, do you have a helmet or something to hide your face with?
I do. Good, then cover me.
Yes, sir. You can count on me, Chief.
Higuchi, put your hands above your head and get out of the car. We've apprehended him.
Mogi, I want you to put a headset on him as planned.
Roger.
Higuchi? How were you able to kill people? Tell me!
If you're not going to talk, I'll use whatever means necessary to get it out of you.
The notebook.
Notebook?
You probably won't believe me, but I've got a special notebook. If I write someone's name in it while thinking of their face, that person dies.
A notebook?
Mr. Yagami.
Yeah, I found it. It was in one of the compartments of Higuchi's bag. He has written a lot of names in it, but there doesn't seem to be anything else unusual about it.
What is it, Mr. Yagami?
It's a monster!
Please calm down.
Don't panic. Remember, you're not currently armed to defend yourself.
Oh, all right, of course.
Chief, hang in there. Are you all right?
Mogi, can't you see that thing over there?
Chief, I think you must be getting tired.
Mogi, what's wrong?
That thing, it seems. Only people who have touched the notebook can see this monster.
Please bring the notebook over to the helicopter.
Okay.
What in the world are you planning to do, Light Yagami? Once you take hold of that notebook again, all the memories of the Death Note and what you did while it was yours will return at once. However...
Here it is, Ryuzaki.
It really is a Shinigami. They really do exist. Like Yagami. This is how Kira killed. No, the second Nishija notebooks and
Ryuzaki, come on, let me see it.
Two books. There have to be 2 notebooks, possibly more. This isn't over yet. Are you okay, Light?
That's a big...
I suppose seeing that monster would surprise anyone.
That's a big red flag, Al.
Ryuzaki.
What is it?
I want to check this out. I'm going to try comparing the names written in this notebook with the names of the victims.
Huh? Oh, right. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I've won. Exactly as planned. I hereby forfeit ownership of this notebook. Now, that means ownership is transferred back to you, right?
Yes, I already told you.
Next, pass it on to Ryuk.
Very well, here.
Now that notebook's ownership has been transferred from you to Ryuk. Okay, Ryuk, take the notebook and drop it on the ground so it's in the human world again.
Huh? Well, okay.
Now the ownership goes back to me.
Whoa, hang on. It's just gone around in a circle. Nothing's changed, right?
Maybe, at first glance. But there will be a time when I'll benefit from this. Now, as for this notebook, the one I first received, I'm gonna give it back to you, Ryuk. Then you hand it over to Rem.
Here.
Rem, I want you to give the notebook to someone with status who lusts for power and money. They'll end up using the notebook to satisfy that urge. If you do that, I can guarantee that Misa will be released from her confinement soon. And if I'm wrong, and if it looks like she won't be released for years, then you can kill me. That sound fair to you?
Light Yagami, just what are you thinking?
Look, this is all to save Misa. You're gonna have to trust me on this.
Okay, so they swapped ownership of the books too.
If it means that Misa will be saved, I'll do as you ask.
After this, I'll go and demand to be confined like Misa, and have them put me under 24-hour surveillance as well. While I'm locked up, I'll relinquish ownership of the notebook to you. That'll mean I'll lose all my memories of the Death Note. During this time, the killings of criminals will start again. Once that happens, Ryuzaki will be put in a position where he has to release us. And after I've lost all my memories, chances are I'll want to help catch Kira myself. That's just the way I am.
So then you'll try and catch the guy who Rem gives the notebook to and steal it before L gets to him.
Right. Once that's done, I'll kill the new owner of the notebook. But there's still one problem remaining.
If you don't have full ownership, your memories will only return for as long as you're in contact with the notebook. As soon as you let go of it, your memories will disappear again.
That means I've got to kill Higuchi without letting go of this notebook. If I manage to do that, ownership will transfer back to me and my memories won't disappear. I just have to pull this 4 times in less than a second. Got it. Just as I expected, I'm wearing this watch. Old habits die hard.
Wait, does he remember? Does he know L's name though?
Mr. Yagami, please take Higuchi to the car.
Who is he killing?
Oh,
right, Higuchi.
Of course.
You know, about this notebook, I wonder what we would find if we put it through forensic analysis.
That doesn't sound like you, Light. We both know this thing is beyond science.
Yeah, you're right. This has gotta be the longest 40 seconds of my life.
Ryuzaki, Higuchi is...
What the hell? What's happening?
Hey, Higuchi!
Dad, what are you doing? We can't lose him. If Higuchi dies on us now...
It's impossible. But there's nothing I can do. He's all ready.
Yes, he's already dead. And you're next, Ryuzaki.
Ow, you don't think something's sus that you give the book to this guy and he dies within 40 seconds?
How to use it. It says the human whose name is written in this notebook shall die. This note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. If the cause of death is not specified, the person will simply die of a heart attack. After writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. As well, the back cover has some more instructions on how to use it. There are 2 more rules. One of them is, if you make this note unusable by tearing it up or burning it, all the humans who have touched the note till then will die.
What? Is that really true, Aizawa?
Yeah,
That's right. With a rule like that in place, the notebook's safety is guaranteed, which means my memories of it will remain.
Rem, there's no way the old man back home will get mad at us if we write fake rules in here, is there?
Oh,
No, there are no rules against doing so.
Fine then, Light, I'll do it. But you owe me an apple for this.
Oh man, maybe I shouldn't have let my curiosity about seeing a Shinigami get the better of me.
Maybe, but then you would be the only one in the investigation who didn't know what we were dealing with. Is that what you want?
No, of course not. I want to be on the same page as everyone else on the task force, Chief.
And then there's this last rule. According to these instructions at the back of the notebook, if the person using the note fails to consecutively write names of people to be killed within 13 days of each other, then the user will die.
Wait a second. If that's true, then it means Light and Misa are completely clear, doesn't it?
Yeah, now that you mention it, that's right. Light and Misa were detained for more than 50 days and are still under surveillance. If either of them had been Kira, there's no way they would still be alive by now.
Wow, that's great news, isn't it, Chief?
Yeah.
Rem, was it? That's your name, isn't it? The white thing over there?
Ryuzaki, isn't it a bit rude to go around calling someone a white thing?
What do you want?
There's more than one notebook in the human world, isn't there?
Who knows? There may be and there may not be.
If there are other notebooks, either here or in your world, would they all have the same rules as this one?
You're wasting your time, Ryuzaki. You'll never get Rem to admit these rules are fake.
Yes, they are all the same. There are many notebooks in the Shinigami realm, but they all have the same rules. Even the rules for when humans obtain them.
Ryuzaki, Miss Amane and Light have both been cleared of suspicion. They shouldn't be under surveillance any longer.
That's right, it's crystal clear.
I suppose you're right. I understand. Please accept my apologies for all the trouble.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, but we still can't say that we've solved the case until we've figured out everything. Would it be all right if I kept investigating with you without the handcuffs on?
Yes.
And just like that, Misa and I are proven innocent. A notebook of death filled with rules written by a Shinigami. He has no choice but to believe it. He just lost his edge thanks to the fake rules I created. Listen, Ryuzaki. No matter what the world, the god of that world creates the rules. In truth, you've already been defeated by the rules I created, and as punishment for defying the god of the new world, you will die.
Damn, he's got a big ego.
Oh, Light! Be sure to text me every day, okay?
Oh, after all this time, we're saying goodbye to Misa.
Knock it off, Matsuda. Let's leave them alone.
Goodbye, Misa.
Enough!
Good. There are surveillance cameras, but they won't be able to pick up my face or mouth from this angle. Misa, I'm gonna tell you about a special place. I need you to go there and dig something up, but you have to make sure that no one is watching.
Light! Your memory must have returned! Don't worry, I can do this. I won't let you down. Light, I remember everything that happened when I had this notebook. You buried this one so I could come here and regain my memories. Huh?
Dear Misa, by the time you read this letter, you should have remembered everything.
Oh, a letter from Light.
Do you remember my friend at Toho University? He went by the name Hideki Ryuga. I want you to write his real name in the notebook and kill him. Then burn this letter right away. Take a number of pages from the notebook and rebury it where you found it. The next time that we see each other, casually touch me with a piece of the notebook. If you do this for me, I promise I will love you for the rest of my life.
Yay! Now Now I see. This was all part of Light's plan. He wanted me to get this notebook, regain all my memories, and then kill Hideki Ryuga. Kill Ryuzaki. One of Light's biggest obstacles will be gone, and I'll be helpful to him at last. Oh, but Light, it's no good. I don't remember his name anymore. I was seeing dozens, no, hundreds of names and lifespans every day. Oh, I can't remember it no matter what. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Huh?
I finally returned to the human world.
Ryuk! Oh, it's been so long. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. How are you doing?
Sorry,
Oh.
I'm a guy. I get a little shy sometimes.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Here. Light told me to bring one for you. Is it really that good?
Oh, yeah. Human apples are, what's the word? Juicy, I think. They're great anyway.
Juicy.
I thought you'd try this.
Huh?
An apple from the Shinigami world.
Ugh. Ew, it doesn't look very good.
Come on, one bite won't kill you.
By the way, before I forget, I want you to make the ideal with me. It's sand! Ugh.
The ideal? Didn't she already make one ideal?
You understand what that means. You already made the same deal with Rem once before. Are you sure you really want me to cut your lifespan in half for the second time?
I know, but what choice do I have? You see, I've forgotten a name that I absolutely have to remember. Light will be so mad at me if I let him down.
Well, it's fine with me.
This girl gave up 75%
Hey, it's
of her
Misa Misa.
lifespan for Light.
The poor girl. As long as we're stuck in here, we can't turn our cell phones on, so she has to come all the way out here just to hang out with Light.
Light, would you hurry up and go see her? Don't you know, you should never keep a woman waiting.
Okay.
Huh? Ryuk? Why is he attached to Misa? Huh? Misa's lifespan. It's been halved again. No. Did she make the ideal with Ryuk?
Hey, Light.
It's been a while, Ryuk.
Light, I'm so sorry. I don't remember Hideki Ryuga's real name. I tried, but I totally forgot.
Oh, I see. Well, that's too bad.
But I did the ideal with Ryuk, so I can try again.
So everything's going according to plan?
You idiot! If you do that, then your lifespan will...
No, it's all right. I just want to be of use to you, Light.
Misa, all I want is to enjoy a long life with you in an ideal world. That's just how I feel.
Light, I'm so happy.
Let's create a new world together. It'll be a place with no crime, where only kind people live, okay?
Yeah.
This guy's a psychopath. Does nobody see this dude having such an evil smile all the time? Like, you go around making that face, people are gonna get suspicious of you. He's gonna get away with it. Alright, episode 25. Everyone, go take a piss. Go grab a drink. And buckle up for the ultimate episode of Eton Htaed. Strap in and then strap on. What about the episodes after? Okay, there are 10-ish episodes left, but as someone who read the manga, how do I explain it? Maybe Chad can help me explain. It's bad, it sucks, it's thrash, they're shit, they suck ass. It goes downhill. First time chatter. Never typed in my chat before. First thing they say is how bad it is. Fillers left, all bad, goes downhill, falls off, goes downhill. They are still good, one person. One person so far. Season 2 is ass, garbage, no filler. Fell off, not good. Ending kinda trash. Rest are trash. Skip. Last 10 sleeper. Trash. It's so bad. For those wondering why I don't have any interest in watching the remaining 10. I've read threads on it. I did research. A lot of people say you watch it up to episode 25. I mean, I don't think it will be terrible. It's just between watching 10 episodes of like subpar anime content, I would rather watch something like season 1 or 2 of Bleach. Or at least get started on Shippuden. Alright. Is this a third opening? Nope, never mind.
Ryuzaki, is something the matter? What is it? Hmm? What's wrong?
Interesting. The corner of the page of this notebook has been torn off. Can you kill someone just by writing their name on a piece?
Can't say. I've never tried using it like that, and I don't know of anyone who has.
Then let me ask you, do gods of death love apples?
Not necessarily.
Then let me ask you, do gods of death love apples?
Not necessarily.
What? Banned! No! Banned? Yo! No, Toast got banned.